Hello everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Dark Souls Prepare to Die episode 7. I am Kulikan Dragoon, and if you've been with me for this long, I do thank you very, very much. I'm recording a lot of these videos kind of together because my job actually during the week I don't feel like I can play video games very effectively, and so I don't usually do a lot of recording during the week, so I do a lot of my recording on the weekend, so I do kind of like a spurge play where I will play for a long period of time. And there's a backstab. I love it. I was saying, like, I do kind of play more on weekends, so I do play like a lot of these videos all right in a row instead of taking my time, really, I guess, for lack of a better term. Another Titanite shard. Ooh. No, actually, I think I need 2 now to improve it, or is that the next step? I don't know, but we're going to go back in here, and we're going to kill some stuff. That's what you guys are really here for, isn't it? Just me killing crap and, you know, watching me die. Those are probably the only 2 real reasons why you guys watch. How many times is he gonna die? How many times is he gonna... I got hit in the face. I don't like that guy. Hey, there you go. You guys wanna know? There. I died. That little bastard up there. That was a... Chancellor. I don't like those guys. They are probably my least favorite enemies. One of my least favorite enemies throughout the whole game. The game, they'll appear a couple times throughout the game. In a lot of areas, they are non-respawning enemies, but they have 2 annoying abilities. Number 1 was that was soul arrows, so they have some of the sorcery. Took 2 of them down. But the other thing that they can do that's very annoying is they can actually do a jig, and when they dance, they improve the stats and abilities of other enemies near them, so there's actually a bunch of guys up there that he'll be improving when we try to go up there to kill him. No, he's not dead yet. But I am now back down here, so now he can't hit me anymore. That makes me happy. I thought he was going to parry me there for a second. That made me worried. And now we got a Titanite shard and a rapier from this guy's. Ooh! The bell has rung. That is the first Bell of Awakening, guys. No, that is not my game. Like I told you guys, this game is a really hard game, so the developers try to kind of kill you a lot. But that is actually what can happen is the bell's on the very top of this building. If you ring the bell, people in nearby servers, as long as they're near this area, can actually hear you ring it. And so I kind of think it's supposed to be almost an encouragement for the people who have been having a hard time. They just kind of sit back and go like, yes, somebody has done it, and we all kind of are very happy whenever we hear the bell ringing, because that means somebody has gone. They have kind of begun. A lot of veteran players will kind of consider Dark Souls to be, you're not truly playing Dark Souls until you've rung the first bell and you've gotten down to my most hated area in the game, which is where the second bell is at. And I hate it, guys. I'm not going to sugarcoat that. I hate that area. I hate it, I hate it, I hate it. I'm still debating whether or not how I want to get down there. There are 2 ways to get down there. One of them is the normal way, and he's dancing. And now you can kind of see these guys have that, almost looks like a little shield or aura around them. You just see there, that one hit just took off a good portion of my health. That is because these guys are now being improved. But now, because we have our Wolf's Ring, we don't flinch when we get hit, which means that our attacks can continue even if we get hit. I think that was all of them, guys. So now the only thing left to kill is the Chancellor. Or Chandler. I don't remember what his name is. But he himself is no pushover. But now he's dead. And he's gonna stay dead. And he gave us 1,000 souls. We can't complain a ton, although I plan on complaining all the way. And we're going to collect the last couple of items that are here, and we're going to do something that a lot of people might consider stupid if you played this game before. There's a piece of wood following me, guys. That's just one of those things that makes Dark Souls, everybody. Did it fall? Yeah, it must have fallen. I don't see it anymore. Yep. That happens. It's just one of those things. But anyway, you can come up here and you can break through this door. And you can run into this guy.
Still human, then I am in luck. Could you help me? As you can see, I am stuck without a voice.
Every time I come here, after the first time, I have always debated what to do with this, but every time, I still open the door for this little bastard. And he is a bastard, guys.
Thank you. Yes. Sincerely.
Oh, yes.
Yes. Of Karim. I truly appreciate this. And I guarantee a reward. Only later.
I don't like Lautrec. You can actually summon him to help out with this boss if you want to. I will probably be using an NPC summon for this because I like him. Not Lautrec. I will use Lautrec if I have to, but there's another guy who's even better. And we get another humanity from this guy. That's always useful thing to have. Debating here. What I may end up trying to do, guys, I'm thinking here, is that before I take on the boss myself, I may try to get summoned once or twice. And, yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking I should do. I should try to get summoned to try and help other people out. And if I'm going to be doing that, then what I'm going to do is I'll probably jump to the point where I get summoned so that you guys don't have to stand here, because there's a possibility I might not even get summoned at all. Put down my sign here. There's a possibility I might not even get summoned at all, and so I'm just going to jump to the point where I get summoned, if I get summoned, just so you guys don't have to sit around and watch me be bored. Alright, and I'll see you then. Alright guys, so as you can kind of tell here, I have now been summoned to this guy's world. Actually, I had to step away from my computer for a moment, or else I would have seen myself actually getting summoned and brought you guys back a second earlier. But now we are here in Jiftium. Not Natural Log. Natural Log is the other summon. And it looks like he, too, has already killed the Chandler? I don't know. But, as I've told you guys before, as you may have already noticed, again, I can't use my Estus flasks. So, what actually happens when you get summoned is the host of the game, host of this, him, Fedman, I don't know. He is actually the only person now who can heal us. His Estus Flask will actually restore our health as well. So that does make that much more useful. but there are also limitations to that. A lot of people, in my experience, and I've played this, actually don't reinforce your Estus flasks, and when they do that, then my health will only be restored as much as their Estus flask will restore it. So that can sometimes turn into a problem. But that, oh, I didn't think I'd see that yet. That, you may have just seen the other summon right there. That is actually a pyromancy spell called Power Within. It, as I was saying, Power Within actually increases a person's power output, so they are a lot stronger, but it does come at the cost of, it does do damage over time. So, alright, now we've taken down the first Bell Guardian. There's actually 2 gargoyles that we do have to take down. This one usually appears... and we've now won. Hooray, victory for us! The second one usually appears when you've taken the first one down to, I believe, half health, but with all of us fighting it, then obviously it goes a lot faster. Alright, so that was our first successful summon. You may have noticed that we gained humanity from that. All of our stats and everything has been reset, and we got 5,000 souls, so I am actually going to keep going and try to get summoned again. This is a very good way to get humanity, as well as it's a good way to farm for souls. When you're in another person's world, you only get about half as many souls, I believe, per kill. So enemies that give you 100 souls when you're in your own world, there you go, buddy, that's a good job. Enemies that give you 100 souls in your world would only give you 50 souls when you're being summoned, so you don't get as many souls, but at the same time, you know, you can't complain a ton. So I'm going to, once again, cut until I get summoned, or until something else happens. Alright guys, here we go again. We're being summoned to another world. Alright, let's see who's decided they want our help this time. We are summoned to the world of Shark Souls. Oh, and she has been invaded. This is the first time I think we've seen this. Alright. So there is an invader here as well. And you guys can see I'm just staring him down right now. He's trying to decide what to do, because now all of a sudden he has to take on 2 of us instead of just 1 of us. And he is blocking our path, so we do have to kind of take him on. I have actually no idea what just happened there with my shield up. For that matter, I actually don't recognize the sword that he's using either. This may not be one where we survive to get to the boss fight, guys. She's trying to take him out with arrows, or she's trying to hit him with arrows. I'm trying to get close enough to him to... There, I actually did hit him there. But... Is she still alive? Oh, she's still alive, guys! But, I'm not fully sure what happened there, guys. I had my shield up that whole time, but he was just bypassing my shield. I don't recognize his sword either. So, I feel bad for her. But we'll go ahead and put our summon sign back down, and when we get back up there, maybe we can help her out again, or maybe somebody else will summon us. But that was weird. I thought for a second there he might be a hacker. So we do get those every once in a while. Somebody will hack the game. But usually when they do, they'll give themselves like infinite health or just some ridiculously high things like that. But the only thing there was it just kind of bypassed my shield, so I'm not really sure what was happening. So that was interesting. That was really bad for our first invader fight, but it was just kind of interesting. I didn't recognize the sword he was using. I'll take these guys out so we can actually put our sign down in peace. We'll try this one more time. I'm going to come in here. I'll take your guys with me this time. I probably won't get summoned. And just come in here and try to take these guys out. So we got something. We got another Titanite shard. I think I've got 4 of those now. 3 or 4. Maybe even 5 if I got really, really, really lucky. I probably should have done that. I can't go back down to the blacksmith now or my summon sign will disappear. And it makes it harder to get summoned if I remember correctly in this game is if you do that kind of thing. What I probably should have done when I realized there was an invader was actually switch over to my katana. I know everyone's got their own personal preference. Personally, I actually enjoy having a katana for my to make use of in invasions, because the katanas do bleed damage, so you can cause an enemy to bleed out, which can cause some massive damage. Even if their shield is up, you just have to hit them enough times. So I probably should have switched to my katana for that fight, but I didn't. But it's it's no real concern one way or the other, I guess. But one of the upsides that they did do to this game that kind of makes me happy, I get smacked by that guy, is even if you get invaded, there is still a certain amount of time after the invasion ends, whether you win or lose, that you cannot be invaded. I don't know exactly how long that period is, but it is something that is very useful for very useful, especially when there's not so much here. There's plenty of invasions that happen here, guys. This is one, but there are a couple of other areas in the game where it is a massive hub of invasions, and there's always invasions happening around there. Well, I'm not getting summoned right now. It'll probably take a while, so I think once we get all these things together, probably it'll take a while. So I'm going to end off here, guys, and I will see you guys next episode. Go ahead and leave any comments, and like the video if you're enjoying this as much as I am. If you guys have any suggestions, things you kind of want to see, just go ahead and leave those too. I know it's been a little while since I've said that, and so I will see you guys next time. Take care.